Well, hello folks, welcome to the channel. My name is Paul. This is It's a Camping Thing, and this is hopefully going to be my first ever wild camp. Now, I'm in a canoe or kayak because I can't walk up hills. I've got a bad ankle, and this was plan B. So I'm in the Lake District. I've been camping for a few days, and I actually brought three tents on this trip. So we're heading off to, I believe it's St. Hubert's Island. I can see it in the distance. I did it yesterday, and yeah, we'll try to go there again. So this is what it's like when you're in the middle of a lake all by yourself, going on your first ever wild camp. Deep water either side. Occasional blasts of wind, which doesn't help. I'm doing what I can. It's hard work. And my life jacket has risen up now. I look like I've got no shoulders, no neck. That's right. Oh well. Onwards and upwards. Come on. I haven't got too far to go. Blow me around again. Just comes out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden it's like you're turning, and that's why I'm only using my right side of me all now. I've still got maybe half a mile to go. Oh, come on. Come on, wind, give me a break. Come on, wind, give me a break. There we go, stopped. Thank you. This is the point where it can go all wrong in an instant, because there could be, oh, that wind's bad. So close. It's actually blowing me towards the island, I think. No, it's not. See, this is where I could do damage, and not good to have. If I run aground, I'm going to try and go in this little gap here, going nice and gently. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's enough, that's enough. And we are on the island. And I've got the skeg on. I don't really want that catching. Whose mad idea was it of this? So this is where I'm camping tonight, somewhere in here. Hello everybody, yeah, welcome to my very first wild camp. I'm on St. Hubert's Island, I believe it's called, in the middle of the Derwent Water. I've rowed out here from the top end. It took me just under an hour, and I'm just in the process of setting up camp. My first ever wild camp. I'm really chuffed about it actually. As you can see, got my wetsuit hanging up on this tree. And I'm going to do a setup now before it gets dark. Very windy on shore, so I hope you can hear me okay, but on the middle of the island it seems a little bit fairer. So I picked this little spot here and I pitch my nature hike Cloud Peak 2 just here under these branches. Tree seems to be quite stable, so I'm happy to pitch here. It's lovely and peaceful here. I can see why people do wild camping. Utter peace. Now I've pitched the tent, I don't really like the orientation of it because the door opens up onto the tree, so I'm going to turn it around. With it being a freestanding tent, you've got the flexibility to do that, so just going to take the 4 pegs out, turn it around, pop pegs back in, put the canopy on, job done. I can't believe I'm doing this. I've waited years. I've wanted to do this for years. Pandemic and lockdowns came along, and yeah, it's been a tough few years for wanting to do a venture. Of course, the lockdowns finish and my ankle starts playing up. Then you realise how fast time goes by. I think it was about 2018 I was like, oh yeah, wild camping, I really wanted to go and do that. And then had a few little problems. And then along came lockdown. And yeah, before you know it, you tense up. We're wild camping, yes! Right, with the tent set up, now it's time to get the bedding in, so I'm using my Trichology UL80. It's a nice compact bed. It's reasonably comfortable. I get on well with it. And I'm using my X-Ped pump sack. Again, I had to think about what I can get in the kayak to get here. So, this was my solution. Luckily, there's plenty of wind for this airbag too. For a sleeping bag, I've got it wedged right at the bottom of this bag, this dry bag, which is wet. I'm using Vango Nightstar 375 Alpha. It's normally I want a couple of sleeping bags, and I like to keep warm. I really do. But this was about the best one I've got, really. until money can see its way through, I'll be using this for now, but I will be looking out for a down sleeping bag. There we go. Job done. Another dry bag. Another bag of bags. So there we go. Tent's all set up. Bedding's in place. Got my wetsuit on this branch drying off here. Finally done it. Finally done it. Now I just got to sleep out here tonight, and I really can see the appeal of it. Wild camping is. I was in two minds about coming over. This was really in at the deep end because I had to kayak to get here. And 2 days ago, I did my first wild swim, my open water swim. And then yesterday was the first proper attempt at kayaking, and I made it all the way here. Literally touched it for about, 5-10 minutes, and I was like, I've got to go. And yeah, today's been a good day, a very good day. It's also my birthday, but what a way to spend it. The sound of the birds, that's what gets me, the sound of the birds. There's hardly any, there's 2 people over there camping, great. But it's just, you are in pure nature. I can understand why. I get it now, I totally get it. It's fantastic. Right, well, it's a little bit blowy at the minute, but I thought I'd show you a little bit around camp. So this is wild camping. This is amazing. There's 2 guys over there camping, so I'm not going to go over that way. Just give them a little bit of space. That's what we all come here for, but as you can see. So yeah, I'm using Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2. The reason why I'm using that is because it's got the 2 big vestibules, and I just like that. It's an awesome feature. I've got my wetsuit up here drying, along with my wet boots. So obviously I came in a kayak, and got my gloves up there as well. They came in handy. The water does go through them. I thought that it wouldn't, but it did. And then my kayak is just over here. I've deflated it. You can just see the oar poking out. But yeah, I deflated it. The pump's inside the tent, by the way. And then tomorrow, obviously, once I'm packed up, left no trace, then I will pump it up and then fill it up, and away I go. So I will explore this end of the island. Obviously let them guys there have a little bit of privacy. It's very windy, so I do apologise if you can't hear me very well. So this is where I came in, just over here. There's that wind. I'll try and shelter you as best I can. So you got Keswick's just in that direction. You got Skiddaw just over there, just in the top there. Skiddaw. One day when my ankle's bad, I would actually like to hike up that. As you see, it's quite a bit of a breeze. I gotta admit though, I'm really, really loving this. It's completely out of my comfort zone, completely something new. But yeah, awesome. A couple of days ago, I did my first open water swim. Then I did my first kayaking yesterday. So out of 5 days, 3 new things is not bad. I feel alive because I'm pushing myself a little bit. So there we go. As I say, I really don't want to disturb the other guys. We all come here for a little bit of peace. They don't want me poking about with a camera. Oh. Almost perfect apart from the weather, but that's been a feature all week. Wow. Look at that. Okay, looks like it's about had enough. There we go, let that cool for a minute. Yeah. Like a div, I forgot my spork. So, just a regular spoon it is. Oh. Food still tastes good though. Well, I've come in inside the tent now. I've been out there watching the time lapse and the sun going down, and it got to the point where it was like 9:30 at night. I thought, you know what, I'm getting really tired now. It's been a really long day, so I'm going to get into bed. I'm using my X-Ped pump sack as a bit of a pillow booster, and I've got my Trekology A-Loft 2.0 pillow, and then I'm using my Vango Nightstar 375 Alpha sleeping bag, and then just got all the bits and gubbins down here. Now if I do get a bit cold, I've got the option of this. It's a sleeping bag liner. I might actually put that in anyway, because there's nothing worse than being too cold. So that's it. This is my first wild camping night, and one thing I do love at the minute is the birds. Which you can't hear right now, but you can hear the birds in the trees. And there's no kids or nobody, no cars going by. Just all I can hear is the waves. The only thing I don't like about all of this at the minute is I can feel my body bopping up and down. It feels like I've got a motion thing in my bum. It's weird, but yeah, I spent a couple of hours on the kayak yesterday, and I spent an hour getting here today. So yeah, maybe that's something to do with it, but it didn't start before then, and now it's there. But yeah, I'm going to look forward to this. Hopefully have a good night's sleep, but I want to be up early in the morning because I want to get back. I want to get back into Keswick. So I shall see you in the morning. Well, good morning everybody. Just on about 5:30 in the morning. It's quite an eventful night. Had a lot of the geese making lots of noise till about 11 o'clock. Then about 4:30 again. But yeah, on the whole I enjoyed it. It was very good. The only thing I've got to do now is pack up and go. But yeah, it's certainly something that I'll never forget. To wake up to that bird song, just knowing the fact you're out in the wild, That's a special feeling. So anyway folks, I'm going to start getting packed up, and I shall see you in a little while once I've got some of this all packed away. So yeah, I've done my first ever wild camp. I did it at long last. It took me a few years. What with COVID and my ankle playing up, I found a way. Right, gonna get packed up. Okay folks, all packed away, as you can see. The tent was here. You see, there's nothing left behind. Leave no trace. You wouldn't know I'd been here. Wetsuit and all my clothing was up there to dry. That's all been packed away, or I'm wearing it. So yeah, that's where I had dinner last night. As you can see, there's no wrappers left behind. Nothing. There we go, all done. Right, time to go and inflate the kayak. It's a beautiful morning. That was certainly an experience. So I put my bags near the water's front. That's what I'm going to be loading. That's all my kit. And this is just like the GoPro mod, which isn't waterproof. That'll go in there. Got my case there. I need to put a fresh battery in actually. But yeah, so all I've got to do now is inflate this and then get on the water. So I'll join you when I go back on the water. Oh, that's cold. Right, get the skeg. Make sure this thing doesn't go too far. Don't mind only ride out of here, being stupid. Go a bit further out. Let's go a bit further there. Gotta get the skeg on. This is crucial for the amount of times this boat has sort of run aground. Oh, that water's cold. There we go, it's clipped into place. Alright, there we go anyway. About yesterday. Tripod and tent. Now a sensible person would secure that down, but right, get me leash on. No. Get too close to them rocks. Gonna run aground. Right. As you see, I've left nothing behind. This is where the boat was. Again, leave no trace. Right, time to get back. Bye bye island, thank you for having me. And this is the bit I dread, getting into the kayak. It's a bit lopsided. Yeah, that's a skeg. Push out a bit. Big boulder there. Oh, and another one there. Okay, oh yeah. That's the bit I dread. I mean, I really dread getting in. There we go. Oh. Peaceful. Cat bells. The island's behind me. We're heading over there. What a beautiful morning. In the last few days, I've done my first ever open water swimming or wild swimming. I've done my first kayaking, and then last night I did my first ever wild camp. and I had a birthday. Oh, wow. This week's been amazing. The weather hasn't been great, but I mean, look at that. How beautiful. Wow. Worth every moment. Okay, I'm nearly there. At times, you don't think you're actually moving. Feels like you're just stationary or dragging in the water, but then you let your oar drop, and then you can see little droplets that are going by. So, thing, I suppose. But it does feel sometimes like you're not moving at all. We're nearly there. I'm drifting. Well, I can see my tent and my car. Whoa. Terra firma. Gotta be careful of that skeg. It's gonna run around. Oh yeah, that's good. I can bring a bit further inland now. There we go. That's my kayaking trips for this trip done. Go back, get stuff now. And whilst that boils, I'm going to talk to you about this trip because the weather hasn't been great. This is the first time it's actually been decent, nice sunny weather, beautiful views, and that's a bit of a shame. But in contrast to that, in this trip, when I came here on Tuesday, I arrived here about half four in the morning on Tuesday. It's now Saturday. I've done my first open water swim. I've done my first kayak. I went out to the island briefly. And then last night I did my first wild camp. And you know, I'm really chuffed with myself. Really happy about that. So yeah, it's been an amazing week despite the weather. Oh, the sun's getting in my eyes. Yeah. I can't tell you how long I want to do that wild camping for and how much it's been playing on my mind of, oh, I wanted to do it and then along came COVID and then all the lockdowns and then the lockdowns ended and then my Achilles tendinopathy sort of flared up and then I couldn't do it. I couldn't go climbing the hills or that. I have a fear of open water and that was the last hurdle. And I did it and it was easy. It was easy, that's the strangest part about it. My arms ache, my shoulders ache from the kayaking, but you know what, it was well worth it and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Last few days have been a memory that I will never forget. Oh, I wanted to do it for so long. And I did it. Been a good trip. I know people are going to put in the comments about, oh, you silly baby, but when you want to do something for so long, then you finally get to do it. That's an amazing feeling. Oh, sorry about that. Check everything's there.